stunning new polling numbers that are setting the failed former president off on another wannabe tyrannical rant on Truth Social. Two bits of news, both remarkable. After seeing Donald Trump win North Carolina in 2016 and in 2020, Kamala Harris has now tied Trump in North Carolina. And secondly, despite Republicans consistently scoring better on polls with regard to who is better for the economy, Kamala Harris, in a new Financial Times poll, is now polling ahead of Trump on who would be better for the economy. These really are remarkable numbers. Let's start with North Carolina. Kamala Harris ties Donald Trump in a state he won in 2016 and in 2020. Newsweek reports the YouGov Blue survey shows Harris and Trump deadlocked 46-46. This was based on 800 voters sampled between August 5th and 9th with a margin of error of just under 4 points. This is a major shift as North Carolina has been more consistently Republican over recent years. This does not mean that Kamala Harris is going to win North Carolina, but it means that North Carolina is as competitive as it has been for a very long time. Also, really bad news for Trump. Voters now say they trust Kamala Harris more than Donald Trump on the economy. As you can see here, in general, this is a rolling poll. In general, we have quite a gap, as many as 10, 12 points, where voters believed Trump rather than previously Joe Biden and now Kamala Harris would be better for the economy. And we now see an increase for Kamala Harris, a decrease for Trump. 42% of voters believe that Kamala Harris would be better for the economy. 41% believe Trump. And the number that believe neither candidate would be best has declined significantly. Let me tell you why this is so critical. If you follow American politics and the economy, you probably know that there is a long history of Democrats being better for the economy and of voters wrongly thinking Republicans are better for the economy. Why do I say wrongly? Well, when you look at average job creation, it's higher under Democratic presidents. When you look at the average unemployment rate, it's lower under Democratic presidents. When you look at GDP growth, it's higher under Democratic presidents. When you look at stock market performance, it's higher under Democratic presidents. When you look at wage growth, it's higher under Democratic presidents. I could go on. But regardless, Republicans have done a terrific job when it comes to messaging of convincing voters they are better for the economy. We almost never see poll results like this showing the Democrat tied or ahead of the Republican just 2.5-ish months before an election on this issue. None of these individual data points are dispositive about who is going to win, but it is a very, very good sign.